talked a lot in the past about financial inclusion and this idea of economic empowerment. What does that mean to you, and what are the barriers to it for most people?
The barriers for a lot of people in this room are capital. So, I think that there needs to be some pathways to real capitals, like opportunity zones have to be open to be opportunities for regular working class businesses as well. They can't just be for the people who got all their shit together because they already knew how to take advantage of the rules because they was there when the rules was written. We have to start to specify and set aside particular, almost like a petri dish where we can grow small businesses that have the potential. Like meeting Tony Rexler and getting advised by him to how to sharpen up and present myself to people who are looking to invest was one of the best things to ever happen to me, and unlikely would have happened in any other city but Atlanta. Any other city but Atlanta does a bees crackling come out of Savannah and within 2 years have a restaurant in State Farm Arena. That's a magical thing, and we need to foster that here. This is a city where, much like we can do one-on-one mentorship, we can do business mentorship and grow new businesses that become national, like Coca-Cola, like Delta, like Waffle House, like Chick-fil-A. We have the ability to jump into markets and dominate them, but we're going to need access to real capital. We're going to need a real interest in seeing people of the worker and middle class remain a part of the city, because I believe the best ideas come from poor and working people, right? At some point I read Twitter was an invention because you thought people were lonely or something, or needed to holler at people. And I was like, damn, what a hell of a connector. And I think about the relationship I've built via that platform and the people I've met. It was genius. It was probably thought of when you were dead broke, didn't have a lot. So I think that there needs to be geographically a place where people can live here. You know what I mean? So I think that there's an interest in corporations making sure, because where politics and bureaucracies cannot fix some problems, corporations understanding that they have an interest in making sure the working class and the middle class can be here, I think solve some of those problems. And I'd like to see some of those problems solved. I'd like to see people who work in the city live in the city. And I think that with Atlanta, we have a chance not to become San Francisco, which is a city I love, great marijuana, can't always stay there. You know what I'm saying? Airbnb prices through the roof. You know what I mean? So I'd like to see this as a city where I grew up in a mixed income neighborhood. It was working class, it was poor people, it was rich people, it was all black people, so I got a chance to see all levels of have and have nots. But I'd like to see Atlanta remain a city where a blue-collar kid can go to school with a millionaire's kid at Grady, and both of those kids can go to Morehouse, and both of those kids can go to Emory or UGA, and both of those kids can add here and want to stay here and grow the culture in this city. That's what I'd like to see on campus.